was gay. The only real happiness that he ever had in his love life was with a guy. Sonnets 1 through 57 are all about a wonderful relationship he had with a man. And then the man got stolen away from him by a rich guy. And then he tried to find love with a woman, and it just blew up in his face. So really what Shakespeare's, his real message about love is really fairly depressing. But I don't know. Let's see how much time we have. I'm going to start with sonnet number 12. This is one of the most beautiful. This is one of the English language's best words. And it's part of the happy. It's part of the happy. When I do count the clock that tells the time, and see the brave day sunk in the hideous night, when I behold the violets past prime, and sable curls all silvered o'er with white, when lofty trees I see barren of leaves, which erst from heat did canopy the herd, and summer's green all girded up in sheaves, borne on a bier with white and bristly beard, then of thy beauty do I question make, that thou amongst the wastes of time must go, since sweets and beauties do themselves forsake and die as fast as they see others grow, and nothing against time's side can make defense, save breed, to brave him when he takes thee hence. Okay.
But that's what happens to the ones that are closest to you, the ones that hurt you the most. Because they know you did that, and they don't have to hurt you.
They also, the person who may be taking things to heart, really, you shouldn't.
Yes.
If you take them to heart, then they're worthwhile.
What do you mean?
Well, you may feel that she's done something to really hurt you, and maybe she didn't mean it in that way.
At the same time, I feel that matters, though. If a person hurts you, just because they didn't intend to, doesn't necessarily mean that they are free of any sort of intrinsic guilt. I have said some things to everybody that I know in the end hurt them. Just because I didn't mean to doesn't mean that pain didn't exist.
Yeah, because my husband does that, and he just doesn't understand. Like, I'll see him, but you hurt me, and he's like, but you shouldn't be hurt. I didn't mean to hurt you. I didn't realize I was hurting you. I was like, yes, but that doesn't, yes, he doesn't acknowledge me. So that's the problem. The pain needs to be acknowledged. Like, whether she meant to do it or not, if you say, well, regardless, you hurt me. Okay, like, I would think, like, I don't like people touching me.
Yeah.
And so my husband will, like, you know, I don't like, stop, because it annoys me. And he's like, but it shouldn't annoy you because I'm your husband. And I'm like, but it annoys me. And there's no acknowledgement of that, like, you know, because I twitch. Like, I'm like one of those people that twitch if you touch them, and it bothers me. And he just doesn't want to acknowledge that. So it's like a constant struggle where I'm like, dude. So it's always a matter of friction, where I need it acknowledged and I need you not to do it, but your point is that you should be allowed to do it because of, you know, your husband should be able to poke you, you know?
Yeah.
But I need that acknowledgement and I need you to stop, whether you feel you're in the right or not. See, so there needs to be
I think if a person hurts you that's supposed to be closest to you in the world, then maybe that person doesn't know you as well as she or he should know you. Maybe they should anticipate your needs and, I don't know, if they really truly knew you, they wouldn't want to hurt you. Or they wouldn't even do it inadvertently.
But I don't think it
I don't
ever
know,
not
man.
inadvertently hurts you.
I don't think that she has the responsibility to make me happy.
She does.
She just has to be honest.
She does.
And we have to go through this life journey together, and it's not going to be that fun all the time.
Could you be with somebody who didn't hurt you? Would you feel as passionate about them if that didn't happen occasionally?
Probably not.
Yeah, considering who you are, you go through the spectrums, and it's like, she probably makes you the happiest.
my husband would have been popped in the head by stop touching me. I mean, just because you just get to a point where it's just, you don't want to do it. And he's very easy to live with, probably because how should I put this in a non-bitchy way? Non-bitchy way. Okay. He's malleable, and he really just wants me to be happy. So if it's a matter of, she wants me to scoop the litter box, even though this is her cat, and I want to scoop the litter box, he scoops the litter box, and that is not my job. And if I'm like, litter box needs scooped, litter box is scooped. If I say, I'm thirsty, a glass of water appears. If I say,
You're so lucky.
wait, if I say I'm hot, the fan comes on.
I just want a back rub, man. Back rub. Occasion.
I give him back rubs when he hurts, when he's sick, he gets waited. He's in the hospital for a week 2 months ago. I washed his hair, I sponge bathed him. I washed his face, I helped him shave, I massaged his feet. I was there for 12 hours a day in the hospital, and then I went home and cleaned the house, and he took care of the cats, and we don't have any kids, thank God. I was there early in the morning, and I had all his paperwork out, and he didn't have to worry about a damn thing.
You're talking about support, basically, like a friendship.
You're newly married.
So it's like there's support and friendship, and then there's sex,
And it's over.
right?
Now, for the long term, if you don't have the support and friendship, the sex is going to be.
Yeah.
But that's the other side.
You're newly married, and it takes a while. It does to fix, and there's going to be friction. There's going to be, you're not doing what I need you to do, and there comes a time later on, hopefully, where you both just accept one for another, and it's like a wearing down. It's almost like you're two puzzle pieces that don't fit together, and you kind of carve them out enough so that they will eventually. But it takes pain to get to that point, and it takes joy, and it takes passion, and it takes all kinds of stuff to get to that point. It's just you have to go through it. And a lot of people get to that point where this is too much work. As long as that person is willing to do the work, it eventually does come. But that to me is what love is the stability. It's the eventual. I don't really believe in love at first sight. I don't believe in love in the first year. It's like it takes a while, it builds. Real love builds. And it's people getting to that.
And also, I think that the communication.
Yeah, I mean, I really feel like I actually have a great marriage. She's really smart.
Where one person is giving more than the other, and the other person will give more than the other. It's not always supposed to be
and they'll be really good times and wonderfully shared joy and that's a lifetime. It takes a lifetime.
Yeah.
And you gotta always talk. But that's not your starting out.
It really, yeah. Okay, let's read another. This is really funny. This one, like Shakespeare knew he was a genius. When he says, "Oh, I'm not such a great poet," he's lying. He knows that he's the best poet that's ever lived in the history of human beings, and probably the best poet that will ever live in the world. Right? Who will believe my verse in time to come, if it were filled with your most high deserts? Though yet heaven knows it is but as a tomb which hides your life and shows not half your parts. If I could write the beauty of your eyes, and in fresh numbers number all of your graces, the age to come would say, this poet lies. Such heavenly touches never touched earthly faces. So should my papers, yellowed with their age, be scorned like old men of less truth than tongue, and your true rights be termed a poet's rage and stretched meter of an antique song. But were some child of yours alive that time, you should live twice in it and in my rhyme. He's basically saying you've got to have kids because they'll never believe how beautiful you are. They're going to think I'm a stupid poet for saying you're so beautiful. And when people read this in 100 years, unless you have children, there will be no proof that I'm not an idiot for calling you the most beautiful human being in the whole world. And again, this is a gay human being telling someone to have children. I mean, how selfless is that? Don't be with me, man. Don't be with me. Go have children so that they will know how beautiful you really are. Is that love? Like, is that is Shakespeare in love? Or is he just really proud? I mean, is it really love to say, don't be with me? Go be with somebody else?
If you are willing to do anything for the person you are with, if you're willing to do anything for the person you love, that means everything. I can't tell you how many times I've been hooked up to an IV for 2 hours, and this one has put a cool cloth on the back of my neck, just because it was the only thing I could feel that wasn't painful. That's love. Sitting here and randomly, just because of how I'm moving, knowing that it's a bad day, knowing enough to get me a glass of cool water or tea, knowing your partner so close and so well that they don't even have to say a word,